Hey guys, I'll just get straight to the point. So, as you guys probably know, the current Japan's Prime Minister Ishiba has made some headlines by announcing this plan to set up some Japanese cities as hometown for people from Africa. And the government has also announced that Japan will take 50,000 skilled and semi-skilled workers from India over the next 5 years. And recently, the THCAD Africa Conference opened in Yokohama, where Japan announced it would train 30k people in Africa in the field of AI and digital technology. So today, like the title says, I want to talk about how Japanese people actually feel about it, how I actually feel about immigration in Japan as a Japanese person. But first, my English isn't perfect, so thanks for bearing with me. To start off, let me explain what's really going on in Japan. So, the birth rate keeps dropping, and the percentage of elderly people is rising up. As a result, the working population is shrinking fast. This is leading to serious labor shortages. This is why the government has come up with ideas like African Hometown Project and the plan to bring in 50,000 workers from India. But here's the thing. The Prime Minister Ishiba is facing a lot of criticism. Here's a footage from the recent Ishiba resign protest in Tokyo. Approximately 10k people joined. And honestly, in many other countries, a protest this big could have easily turned into riots. But in Japan, even in situations like this, people still hold peaceful demonstrations. And this next clip shows a high school girl crying while protesting.
私はもう本当に石破さんのせいで怖くてたまりません。お母さんに今日でも行ってくるよって言って出てきましたけど、やっぱりもう親にも申し訳なくて、その安心する未来がないことを今石破さん移民をたくさん入れようとして、このままじゃ日本はレイプ大国になってしまいます。親の世代を安心させてあげられないのも辛いし、私の子供世代なんてどうなってしまうんだろう。私が国を返せって言ったら返せって言ってください。石破、国を返せ。私たちの国を返せ。日本を返せ。安心できる日本を返せ。
As you can see in the video, she's crying about Japan will become a rape nation if things go on like this. On top of that, there's growing talk that the former Prime Minister actually set up some companies just to profit from immigration support programs. So meanwhile, there's a ruling party called Jiminto, which has lost a lot of seats, and there's also a rising party called Sanseito, which has a real chance of becoming the next ruling party. They're pushing Japan First policy, so basically they just want Japan to limit immigration a lot more strictly. And finally, here is the footage of Sunset Party leader.
外国人の入れすぎです。ね、別に我々はヘイトでもない、外国人差別でもないです。私も昨日街頭演説をしたらですね、外国人の方が応援に来てくれましたよ。私もともとフランス人ですけど、神谷さんに 100% 賛同しますというふうに言ってくれましたよ。ね、もうフランスやドイツはとんでもないことになっていると。日本はああしちゃいけないから、だから私の好きな日本を守ってくださいってフランス人の方に言われましたよ。それが間 ともな外国人の方の意見です。日本が日本らしくあること、それが彼らが好きな日本なわけですよ。日本がアメリカとか中国とかフランスやドイツみたいになっちゃったらね、日本の魅力なくなるじゃないですか。我々は日本を日本らしく維持できる形をしっかりと作っていきましょうって言ってるだけです。それには急激にたくさんの外国人を入れすぎたら、ね、社会の形が変わってしまって、そしていろんな制度が維持できなくなって、ね、国が形が変えられてしまうから、それをやめましょうって言ってるんですよ。
I want you guys to take this into your account, and here's my honest opinion. Like in my opinion, I don't want Japan to accept a huge numbers of immigrants. I mean, if you look at countries like Germany, the UK, Canada, you can see how taking in a large numbers of immigrants has led to serious problems with public safety and social stability. It would be much dangerous out here. If Japan went down the same path, we will probably face the same problem. And now, some people might say this sounds so racist, but I don't think it is, because like Lincoln said, government of the people, by the people, for the people. In that case, the people meant Americans, right? So naturally, Japan's government should work for Japanese people. Just like the UK's government should work for the British people. Japanese people just want to preserve our own culture, keep our society safe. If we accept a massive wave of immigrants, Japan won't be the Japan that everybody loves anymore. That being said, I'm not totally against immigration. I think Japan should accept people who respect our culture, traditions, and who are law-abiding. But overall, we need to be very cautious and learn some lessons from those Europe countries. One major reason behind the decline birth rate is economic. A lot of families want to have children, but they can't afford it. To address this, Japan needs to strengthen its economy and retain taxation and social security and improve job security, especially for people stuck in unstable and non-regular employment. However, in my opinion, maybe we don't actually need to fix the birth rate that much, because I think technology is advancing so fast that we will simply need fewer workers in the future. Think about it. In elderly care, we already see some care robots and remote medical systems. In retail and logistics, we've got self-checkout systems, warehouse automations, and delivery drones. And in office work, the AI is already handling a lot of routine tasks. And ChatGPT is your best friend, right? These things are not just ideas. They are already being put into practice, and they are only gonna get better. So instead of desperately trying to increase the population, Japan might solve the problem by leaning into technology. This is why I think Japan should be very cautious about a large-scale immigration. The reason I decided to make this video isn't just to talk to Japanese people. Honestly, I really want people outside Japan to know more about these issues too. Japan's immigration policy and the decline birth rate are only Japan's problem. They are issues that a lot of developed countries will face in the future. That's why I think it's really important for people to understand what's really happening in Japan right now. And this is not about being racist. This is happening to a lot of countries. A lot of countries are against mass immigration nowadays. Of course, this is just my personal opinion, but by sharing my thought, I hope people can get a better idea of what Japanese people are thinking and what kind of path Japanese might take. And if this video helps even a little to raise awareness or some kind of impact on the issue, that would mean a lot to me.